most people are either ignoring their stress, allowing it to completely consume them, or they are consciously or unconsciously building habits or ways of coping with or managing their stress that are unhealthy and ultimately aren't serving them in the long run. So, I'm Jess, and today I'm teaching you a very simple 5-step method or process for bringing in more awareness and resetting the nervous system. It's a repeatable and reliable tool that you can use anytime and anywhere. It's called the CARES method, and CARES stands for check, address, recheck, evaluate, and set. So the first step is check, and this is where you pause and notice what's going on. Some questions you might want to ask yourself are, what is my breathing like? Am I holding my breath? Is it shallow? Is it fast? Is it relaxed? What is my heart rate like? What does it feel like in my body? Am I feeling tense and jittery? Am I feeling heavy? Am I feeling light? What are my thoughts like? Are they racing? Am I checked out? Are they steady and supportive? And then what emotions are present? Fear, sadness, calm, curious, and where am I feeling them in my body? What do they feel like in my body? So, in some other videos, I go more into depth into the nervous system states. And so, I highly recommend checking those out to get a more detailed examples and explanation of what the different states of the nervous system are, and what thoughts go along with them, and all of those things. But just to kind of recap that for this video, we're looking to see if we're in a more mobilized or activated state or a more collapsed state, because that will help guide us on what techniques and tools to use in the next step. So, immobilized and activated, you might feel buzzy, restless, racing thoughts, protective or defensive, like a gotta go, gotta do something kind of energy, maybe like a moving forward type feeling in your body. If you're feeling collapsed or shut down, this might be like heavy thoughts, hopeless, you have no energy, you're checked out, like, what's the point? Like it just feels like heavy, hopeless, disconnected. It might be like a kind of like a collapsing in or going back type of feeling in your body as well. And your thoughts are just like, what's the point? Nothing was going to work anyways, like those types of things. You might also be feeling, maybe at the beginning, but more likely after you move on into the other steps, calm and connected, which is that ventral vagal state, safe and social, um, rest and digest. And so that would be a feeling of more relaxed breath, lighter in the body. You're able to focus. You're open to connection with others more. And it's important to remember in this step that there's no judgment here. We're just becoming aware or noticing what is going on. We don't have to overanalyze it and figure out why. We're just noticing. The next step is to address. So now that you know your state, you're going to pick a tool that matches. And in my other videos, depending on the state, I have different tools that you can use as well. But to keep it simple today, I'm going to show you 2 breathing techniques. If you are in a more mobilized or activated state, you're going to try the extended exhale breath. So this is where you are going to inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 8, or something like that, where you're exhaling longer than you're inhaling. And this creates spaciousness and signals to the body that you are safe. And so it can begin to move towards that ventral vagal, that rest and digest state. On the exhale, you can also add like a hum, which stimulates the vagus nerve, which is connected to that rest and digest state. So again, exhaling longer than you're inhaling. Breathing in for 4, holding for 4, exhale for 8. If you want, it would be breathing in through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. And if you want, adding a hum on the exhale as well. If you are in a more collapsed, immobilized, or shut down state, you're going to do the opposite. It's going to be a longer inhale than an exhale. So maybe something like inhale for 6, hold for 3 or 4, exhale for 3 or 4. And that's just bringing more life back into the body, waking the body up. You can add some gentle uh, rocking or tapping. You can tap on your legs too, tapping on your heart maybe, but just gentle and slow. So we don't want it to be too jarring. We don't want to bring in too much at once. If we're collapsed, it just might be too much. It might make us shut down further. So we're just going to be gentle and bring that life and movement back into the body with this one. So you're going to do 30 or 60 seconds of that and then move on to the next step. The next step is recheck. So basically, just go back to what you noticed in step one and check in with that again. Your breath, your heart rate, your body tension or feeling, sensations, what thoughts are you having, what emotions, and just noticing, did anything shift? Did it shift even slightly? Again, no judgment at all. We're just checking in and noticing if things shifted and how they might have shifted. And then we're going to move on to step 4, which is evaluate. And so this is where you're going to decide, did this help enough? If it did, that's great. You can move on. If it helped a little, try another round, another 30 to 60 seconds. If it didn't really help at all, you could try a different tool, like from one of my other videos. Maybe it helped enough that you've noticed, like, oh, I actually need to use the bathroom, or I'm actually hungry, or I need a drink of water, or I need to get outside or do some stretching. Maybe you've noticed that there's something else that your body would find really supportive. So you can just check in this round and find out what would be supportive next. So the reminder here is that we're just checking in to see, what does my body need right now? And it's the minimum effective dose. We don't need to do too much. Just small shifts are enough to support us. So after we have gone through that check and recheck until we're at a space where we are feeling ready to move forward into maybe what we were doing, or now we're going to shift what we're doing, the next step after we're feeling ready is set. And this is about, once you are feeling more in that state of regulation, we're going to set our intention about what we're doing moving forward. This is to bring more presence and more intentionality to our day. So let's say, for example, we're about to step into a meeting. We were feeling really anxious. We walked through these steps and now we're feeling ready to move forward. We're just going to set the intention. I would like to move forward into this meeting with more clarity and ease and confidence. Maybe we were just about to go to bed and we decided to do this to bring ourselves back to balance before going to bed. So maybe we set the intention that our sleep is really restful, we have really supportive dreams, or whatever else we want to experience. Maybe we are moving into the morning with our children. And so we set the intention that we want to have patience and presence and joy and ease with our children in the morning. Maybe we are going on a road trip and we set the intention that we will be curious and it will be fun and we will be protected and supported in the drive. So this step is about moving forward intentionally, not just jumping right back into autopilot. So I really love the CARES method because it keeps things simple and it's not about fixing or doing everything. It's just giving our body what it needs in the moment. So I invite you to try this the next time you're feeling out of balance. At any time of day, anywhere you are, you can do this practice, even if it's just, a couple times. It's so supportive and it can completely shift our experience of whatever we're doing or the day. So I would love for you to try this, let's say for the next few days, maybe 7 days, and see how it shifts things for you, and let me know in the comments. All right, lots of love. I will see you in the next video.